presenting One Sentence at a Time Story Time with Jaime Moyer.
Hello. This story was written by people contributing lines of dialogue to the Second City website, only based off of a line they had received. The small town of Penalucy was gearing up for quite a celebration. Mayor Grisham decreed that children would be let out of school at noon and that all parking restrictions downtown would be lifted for the day. "Wheela-hoo!" exclaimed the children. "Wheela-boo!" cried the parking enforcement officers. And upon exclamation of the magic words, glitter and candy rained down on all of the children in parking enforcement, and a great sugary feast began. Everyone was celebrating except Parking Enforcement Officer Stevens, who had just given up sugar. "You know diabetes runs in my family," Officer Stevens shouted. Suddenly overcome with an acute paranoia that the hereditary diabetes would strike immediately, the policeman held his breath and counted to 11. When the policeman was not struck down with diabetes after he counted to 11, he discovered he had a new zest for life. Jimothy, the policeman's name was Jimothy, decided to celebrate with bacon, eggs, and donuts. It was his celebration meal that he had only eaten twice before, one of which was the day he got engaged. He thought of the bride's flowered hat and the way her burgundy mane waved like a macabre flag, beckoning him to his impending doom. Then he began to sweat noticeably, and tunnel vision set in as his knees buckled, falling towards his bride. He couldn't help but grab at her bosom as he fell forward, ripping her sparkly white dress from the bust down to the middle. The ripping revealed her secret. She had a pet raccoon living under her dress. Prudence, the pet raccoon, was relieved she didn't have to hide under the dress in front of humans anymore. There's a crick in her neck that makes looking left difficult. And we all know how dicey it is to make a right-hand turn without looking left. Yes, life is much better for Prudence now. 2 broken hands are better than 1 happy hand, she tells herself again. She attempts to apply an ointment of honey, lavender, and frankincense on her broken and bloodied hands, using her toes, of course. After a deep intake of air, she detects the scent of honey and was instantly famished. Her toes brought the supply of ointment to her parched lips instead. The feeling of the greasy ointment on her lips brought back fond memories of her first kiss, which occurred at the Mendocino County Fair. The fair, such clear memories of the clowns with their exaggerated, enormous red lips, their unexpectedly large feet, and her own fierce arousal. Memories of delicious funnel cake began to consume my mind. The end. Everyone stay safe out there. This has been Story Time with Jaime Moyer.